I'd like me to eat this one. That and fix the floor. Jump out. Provide supper. Get Papa Pizza. What did you feel?